Sometimes when you drive an all-original classic vehicle, there can be rotten egg smell, sometimes even coupled with the symptoms of too much back pressure. These symptoms don't exclude my '88 Squarebody Suburban. Watch this video to see how I fixed both the back pressure vibration and rotten egg smell with one simple modification. Welcome to Dylan's Garage. I determined this funny-shaped piece of exhaust was the culprit. We're going to remove it and replace it with an open, straight pipe. Since the exhaust is overlaid one pipe over the other as you move towards the rear of the vehicle, I didn't want to remove the entire rear half of it, so I cut straight through one side to give myself room to work and remove the old pieces while leaving the rest intact. I needed to preserve the factory pipe so I could reuse the clamp that doubles as an exhaust mount. If you've ever worked on exhaust, you know that these clamps pinch the pipe and make it very hard to separate, especially after years of grime and rust buildup. I like to wire wheel the rust off the threads to help keep the rust from catching in the nut as I remove it. I was lucky to have both clamps come off surprisingly easy. I cut through as straight as I could until I bent the blade and had to fight with it just a little. Again, preserving the factory side of the exhaust I was keeping to give me something to grab on with the vice grips. After a combination of heat, pulling, hammering, and a lot of thinking, I finally took the Sawzall straight to the inside of the exhaust piece I was removing. I cut carefully just enough to weaken it so I could get my sharp punch in there to separate the two and minimize damage to the good side I was keeping. After about an hour, I finally got it out. For the other side, I used the Dremel with a small cutoff wheel to perform a similar operation, but this time on the outside of the pipe. This side was much easier and came off in about 20 minutes. I know there are even better ways to separate old exhaust tubes with better tools and methods, but I used what I had and it took a while, but it worked. I knew I wanted the front side of the replacement pipe to be the same 3-inch diameter as that part of the factory exhaust so I could use a butt joint band clamp on it. The rear side of the new pipe needed to be expanded so I could slip it over its connecting tube. The shop where I bought the 3-inch tube expanded it for me for no extra cost. I had the exhaust shop make the tube a foot longer than I needed, so I had plenty of room to work with and cut to exactly the size I needed back at home. If you measure carefully, you can have them cut it to the exact size you need also. This is just the way I preferred it. With that funny shaped piece removed, the engine runs a lot better, especially at high RPMs. I was getting this weird vibration that I couldn't find, and I actually didn't know that this was going to fix it until after I finished the job. This funny shaped piece must have been clogged, causing too much back pressure, and in turn, a sort of vibration at high RPM. The exhaust sounds a lot better now too. Thanks for stopping by Dylan's Garage. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one.